This right shoulder tip was absolutely instrumental to help me with this, turning through the golf ball efficiently. As one of the biggest things I see that golfers suffer with, that I used to suffer with, and that is stalling out their rotation going through the golf ball. I see that on a daily basis on Skillist. And this right shoulder move that we're going to look at here, and we're going to implement into the swing, really helps you have that efficient, nice rotation going through the golf ball without any stall, without any stand up. So let's get right into it. So what this right shoulder move is as you're approaching impact, so from shaft parallel to the ground into the ball, it's the right shoulder going down onto that ball. Or you can even view this as the right shoulder and the right hip, the gap between these two minimizing and getting smaller. So either right shoulder on top of the ball or the gap between right hip and shoulder getting small. What that does, that will give you more right side bend going through the golf ball. If we don't have right side bend, we're not going to be able to turn going through the shot. Now, right side bend is something that I think a lot of you out there know about. Now, most golfers do it at the complete wrong time because, as I just said, this happens from shaft parallel into the golf ball. So important. But golfers are either trying to do it way too early. So when you have that right shoulder dropping down, right side bend, let's say from the start of the downswing, a lot of golfers try to do, you're going to dump that club massively on the inside. You're going to stall out your rotation because you are going to start to be way too far behind the golf ball with your upper body to be able to efficiently turn. You're going to have an extremely flippy release if we watch one here. So as we can see from that slow-mo, the amount of hand rotation going through that shot was a ton. That's not going to be very consistent there. And also doing it that early destroys your lower back. It massively causes all this torque and tension here. Not good. Where some golfers also do the opposite. So we'll see some golfers come into the golf ball and they'll have no right side bend. They'll just be completely vertical. Now, that again can really hurt how your body's going to move through the golf ball. That's really going to cause you to have early extension. If we stay really vertical, really upright with the body, the pelvis will want to shoot underneath you. You're going to want to become more vertical with the spine. So that, of course, what's that going to do? That is going to cause you to stall out and flip. Can also cause the path to diverge out, because if you continue the turn somehow going through there, you're going to have the path get out in front. So that's where, again, no good. That's where having that right shoulder dropping down at shaft parallel, coming through the golf ball, the gap minimizing, you're going to see one. As soon as I do that, just from here, all I'm going to do is right side bend. See how I've just rotated already. So if you do that in motion, that's going to get you turning through the golf shot. Two, it's going to help you, one, stay down through the golf ball. This is more of a downward movement of that right side. So it's going to keep you in your posture going through the shot. I mean, hear how good that strike was. So early extension, it's going to be really hard to do going through that golf ball, keeping that right shoulder down. And it massively also helps keep that club on path, keep turning and turning and turning with right side bend. The club now nicely stays on path, follows the arc and moves around you nicely. So incredibly important. This is where I vividly remember years ago with my coach Lee Cox, best long drive coach in the world. He gave me this lesson before one of my tournaments back in the day, one of my winter tournaments I used to play on, and getting that right shoulder down and hitting the ball with the right shoulder. And I had a great tournament from just that feel. So this is something that can get into your golf swing quite quickly because the feel is really nice. So I've had great success with my students recently of just having that right shoulder and going down to the right hip going through the golf ball. That again creates a great stimulus. It does the same thing. So if you want to make great improvements like you're seeing here with my students, now is the time to start working on your golf swing, and we can do that all online on Skillist. So with my online coaching, I've got plenty of options to suit your needs there, whether it's the brand new winter subscription, which is 4 lessons per month for under the price of 2 single lessons. That's a brilliant one, extremely popular. Or we could even go with a 2 lesson or unlimited lessons or whatever lesson package, single lessons, 2 lesson package, 3 lesson package, whatever you want. I've got it there to suit your needs. So there's a link in the description that takes you straight to my Skillist page. So from there you can see everything I've just discussed with the subscriptions and the packages. And also from there you can message me personally and we can discuss what we need to do with your golf swing, what will be the best plan of action for you. and we can get started straight away. So if you want to make great gains this winter time, make the most out of your practice, let's get to work online via Skillist anywhere in the world. So a great drill to do for this is very, very simple. It teaches that body how to do this movement pattern really nicely. So you just grab your club, you put your club on your side just like this, so just really just the middle of you, get into golf posture, and then what we do from there, we just turn, and I want you to have that club be, of course it's massively elevated off the ground, but be level with that golf ball. So if we can turn, we're going to have that right side bend in there, that right shoulder is going to be down, that gap between right shoulder and right hip is going to be minimized. Really good one to feel in there to get that great turn, because again, if you do this way too early, as we're going to see here, you're going to have that club be massively behind the ball. So again, if you are going to do this and get that club moving onto the ball, you have to be shifting that body also. You have to be having that right side bend at the right time. It just teaches you to do it naturally. Where of course, if we're too vertical, what we're going to see from there, you are going to have that club way too high up. So again, it's going to be way too high. We want it to be down on top of that golf ball. And of course, we do that a ton, do that in between shots. It teaches that body how to move in that position and then go and hit that shot from there. And we can see, so good, another ball came back to me. So get in that nice right side bend position. And let's see on the flight scope here, and here, a real nice one. Yeah, that felt good. Great distance. Doesn't feel like I'm really going at it all too much, but the club head speed is nice, the ball speed is nice. It's a good one to really go in there. So just get that club, put it on your side and really turn, get it on top of a golf ball. That's a great way to practice. You can do it in between shots, you can do it on the golf course, and then that little feel of right shoulder down onto the golf ball, or gap between right hip and right shoulder minimized, going through this ball, be brilliant. So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button if you want more golf instruction, just like this. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video.